Hello friends, this is our 16th lecture. On feminism today we are going to talk about a very important, I must say, a great personality in this field, that is Dr. Saundarya Rajesh. Now we have come across great names in this movement such as Mary Wollstonecraft, we have Betty Friedan, then you have got other like author of sexual politics, Kate Millett, isn't it? And also we have Simone de Beauvoir. Such great names are there. But I think that as far as India and Indian feminist movements are concerned, Dr. Saundarya Rajesh is, the name of Dr. Saundarya Rajesh is much bigger than these people. She is the founder director of AVTAR, Career Creators. AVTAR, Career Creators. Now it is something that happened in her own life. She had a career break, and when she returned, she was refused. So, not rejected, not dejected, but what happened? She thought like this. There may be many people like this, so I must start an initiative for finding places for second career, women who had a break. It can happen, for example, childbearing and so on. After some time, you come back, you send your resume, and then they refuse. On the other hand, they should accept it, because they have got much greater experience and they are professionals, isn't it? They are already experienced in that job, but still they don't. Now, what happens here is that she started this initiative, and under this initiative, in July 2006, about 400 women could resume their work. So, career break, those who had career break. July 2006. Now, this is you are going to July, next week it will be July, and July 2019. So how many years? So for about 13 years, isn't it? So relentlessly working for the cause of second career women. She also has a passion for gender inclusion, and then she works, her another initiative is, her means the institutes, she is the director, and it's a PUTHRI scheme. What is PUTHRI scheme? That is to create career intentionality among underprivileged girl students. Career intention. And she had a vision. She has a vision that she wants to say about 10,000 girls coming out of the schools in this way, in Tamil Nadu and also in Pondicherry. The rest of India we don't know. So in these two states. But I collected this information not from the clipping. See, as you can see, this is the clipping here. Some boys are coming out shouting, and this is Saundarya Rajesh. I don't know whether it is clear or not. You can refer Monday's Hindu. Along with Monday's Hindu, you get edge. Edge. So the write-up is there. It is from here, from there. That is from here. I managed to collect this information, and I thought that I should pass it on to you, because now we both are in the same boat. We are now trying to find out how to liberate women, that means boys and girls, all of us together. What initiatives can we take? So when we find that a woman here boldly took initiative, it is our duty to support, at least to spread this message of AVTAR and PUTHRI, AVTAR and PUTHRI. So gender inclusion is her passion. Now what happens is that, she looked around and then he found that the scenario is very bad. The sense that it's a rape culture. It's a rape culture. Rape culture. And secondly, she found that women are denied jobs in corporates, say running managing multi-million-dollar business. So they are not included. They are getting, say, 10% or so they get. 90% that is given to men. So these two things. The rape we can see in a horrible ways. We have Nirbhaya scheme, we have got legislation, parliament has made laws and so on, but even then still it's going on. So this is a very bad, not at all, you cannot tolerate this. No? In some cases what happens, it is so horrible, and the tales of such incidents, you can see it is so harrowing. That is bone-facing stories such as rape, then kill, and then burn and throw away. What a terrible situation. A civilized society can never, let alone that is suffer, you cannot even tolerate. Isn't it? It's terrible, terrible. So what she wanted was, she thought of putting an end to this, and also gender inclusion. Now this gender problem, how did this begin? You remember I told you one day about this, that is hunter-gathering, farming, essence, no problem. But the moment the family, this institution called family was launched, some moment in the history of civilization or in the humans, this thing happened, started. So you have got the binary, bread winner, bread maker. Any binary like this, you have seen how Derrida has deconstructed it and what Foucault has said about it. Any such hierarchical binary involves power relations. And again, a power relation involves bullying of the weak by the strong. So this is what is happening. So this deep-rooted biases in the mind, the mindset of men, may be caused by, say, patriarchal discourses, or it may be caused by cultural practices, whatever it is. It has gone so deep into the mindset or psyche of men, or society as a whole, and then men especially. Because they are the perpetrators of this. Understand? We have come across many, say, feminisms like liberal, radical, psychoanalytic, Marxist, then cultural, post-structural, lot of things like that. But Dr. Saundarya Rajesh's feminism or the feminist movement is something totally different. That is based on gender intelligence. Gender intelligence. Gender intelligence, or this is the keyword, or I would better call it, I would like to slightly change this and say gender literacy. Gender literacy. This is, I would call it like that. Now, you keep gender intelligence as it because it is her, the phrase is coined by her and she is the author of this, and based on this I am talking to you. But we can also think of gender literacy. Now, this way of feminist activity, I would also call pacifist. Pacifist. So what do you mean by pacifism? Peace, non-violence. Radical feminism and so on, you can see there is slight a touch of violence. You remember I told you in the beginning, this groups like WITCH, W-I-T-C-H, I-T-C-H, WITCH, what is that? Women's International Terrorist Conspiracy from Hell. So, there is another society, this is called the SCUM, S-C-U-M. What is SCUM? Based on violence, it is a society for cutting up men. But here it is not like that. It is very peaceful. Gender intelligence or gender literacy for stopping rape culture and violence on women, crimes on women, not rape is only one of these. Crimes of women, and also gender inclusive, to make the society or see the key economic areas more gender inclusive. These are the two thrusts of this pacifist movement, what she calls MTIR. She calls it, MITR, not MTIR, but MITR, MITR, you can say MITR, MITR, that is her initiative. And what does that mean? That means men trust and respect. The meaning is men, the full form, men impacting trust and respect. This is the full form. Men impacting trust and respect. Respect for whom? Respect for women. So this is the initiative. Now what is it all about? That's another interesting thing. So in the mind of men of the society, this bias, there are many biases, and these are deep rooted also across centuries. So you can see generations, passed on generations to generations, you will find this is still there. So it is as if it is a kind of what is obsession, so to say. Okay? It's not that easy to get rid of this obsession. It's not that easy. So the best thing she thought is this: catch who are the people who are this doing harm or what we can say crimes and so on women, men. So what you have to do is you have to strike at the point, target. The target population is men. So you catch the men. Where will you catch them in? What way? Go to the schools. So she thought like that. And this initiative, under this MITR, she thought like this. Her initiative is that you go to the schools, see, and then catch young boys. You can see now a group of young boys coming out. They are shouting. So last Monday, so that is newspaper. You can see this. Now what happens is that boys 6 to 11 to 12. That is that range. That is the target population. So for that, what happened, you know? She thought like this: the best thing is catch them young. See, and then educate them. Right? So first, what did she do? You know, she conducted a study. She went to understand the present situation. She conducted a study. She means her assistants and so on. They went to some corporates, leaders in the corporate. They are very successful people. And they employed in their workforce, they have about 40% of them are women. They are very successful also. So she went and asked, investigative journalism, we can say, how this happens. Why such and such people are recruiting more women than other people. Then she found two reasons for that. One, these leaders who employed about 40% of their workforce are women. They grew up in families where there were number of sisters. Secondly, they were trained under or guided under strong mothers. Understand that? So that's why what happened is that these leaders of the corporates, they did not have this bias. And so what happens? Gender bias. So they very happily recruited more women in their workforce, and it is seen that is wonderfully successful. So she went and asked them about this, and she found out this is secret. So she thought, then she thought like this, why not have a reverse engineering? See, if they got it like this, why don't you teach them here? These boys may not be coming from, there may be 2 boys in a family, or 3 boys in the family, or 3 boys and 1 girl, or 1 girl and 1 boy. That may be the situation. So she thought like this. Based on this input, I am going to do a reverse engineering. That's what she decided. And she did like this. She had trainers, both men and women, also equipped them with a question bank. See that potential question bank that the boys will ask. And then she thought the best way is to contact schools. See? And the input she had in her mind was this. So this is a kind of a new initiative, different initiative. As we can see, the road not taken, as the Robert first titled poem is the road not taken. So she thought my target population will be, target group will be boys between 13 and 18 age. And then teach them what it is to be a girl or a woman. Means you are seeing girls, you are seeing women, but you don't know the what we should say is the gist, or you don't have knowledge about them. Seeing a thing won't give you knowledge about it. So teach them, what is it? What is meant by, what do you understand when you think about a girl? What it is to be a girl or a woman? Then second point is, in the classroom there is equality, but outside you don't know. In the classroom you don't have any, you don't make any distinction. You don't say boys are like that, girls are like this. No such thing. They are equals, right? And then also she thought this idea. One, teach them what it is to be a girl or a woman. Secondly, classroom there is equality, but outside you don't have. Thirdly, taught in the same classroom, under the same teacher, same syllabus, same examination, everything same, but once you go out, you inhabit totally dissimilar worlds. That is terrible. See, maybe because of many reasons. The other day, one of my students, my old students, phoned me and said that a particular date should be blocked because that is illuminating. Then I said, what are we doing? That's a girl student. So I am not doing anything. I have got 3 children. Oh, you have 3 children and you are not doing anything. Why can't you? Because I had taught her in a class computer, that is BCom with computer application. And at that time, I was shorthand lecturer. So I taught her shorthand. Then I asked her, why are you sitting idle at home? She says, my husband says, everything is all right, whatever you want I will give you. So there's no point in you going out and working. Myself, this is not. That breadwinner, bread maker, hierarchical binary is working here. Oh, then I felt very sad, but I did not say anything to her. But I thought like this. It's not only for money that you are working, self-actualization is there, empowerment is there, then you have self-respect, your parameter of self-respect will go up when you have a job, and these things I thought like, and then I thought, oh, of course, it is their private business. See. And also I am not running any institute like this, no. Therefore, I think, but I can also do something. I am not saying that I cannot do anything, but something I can also do, and that I am doing, this is what I am doing. See, I am spreading the message of Dr. Saundarya Rajesh. That itself is a great thing, isn't it? You agree with me? Yes. So that is the plan, the plan. Have some trainers men and women. And then this is the syllabus. 13, 18, schools, if the school, well, the moment when the schools give permission, they can start. Just 3 days. It can be any time. And then, say, it can be first term, second term, third term, 12th end, and so on. So, at the end of this, what happened is this: they will become more empathetic towards women, and these differences will, gender differences will go, and they will become gender champions. That is what they thought. So, the content of this course is 3 days, 3 to 4 hours a day, school time, any time of the year. Then you have got 4 hours, as I told you, experiential classes. The lessons are experiential. They will be taught history of great women professionals. See, histories. And then they will see the subconscious. The trainers will tell them, in your subconscious, there is this deep-rooted bias. It may be because of the patriarchal discourse or the way, the culture in which that you grew up. So try to get rid of it. And then how to become gender champions, they will be taught. Now this is done through games, role plays, self-assessments, activities, and some theatre. Theatre means acting, drama, and so on. So this is the plan. And already I think she has done somewhere and all become successful. That's why you find these young people coming out like this now. The age between 13 and 18. The best time to catch them. See? And inculcate these ideas into their minds. What will happen? They will become future allies of women. Champions of women's liberation or champions of gender inclusion. That's what we want, isn't it? So, she says that in this write-up, she is quoting the story of a 10th boy. The boy says that, now I understand it better, no inhibition. I know that there should be companionship, not only friendship, not only with boys, but also girls. It can be creative and fruitful companionship, things like no inhibition, and things like that. So, things like this. This has strong initiative. MITR, that is men impacting trust and respect for women. Fine. So why don't you think of, so when you become teachers, now you are PG students, next year you will become teachers if you want. So what you should do is, this is a very practical thing that we can do. See, you should do is, you should organize such a program. You can, if you want, contact Dr. Saundarya Rajesh. I think that she will only be happy. See that? So, thousands of women. She has already managed to give or get placements for them after a career break. That's the thing. After a career break, that break is not anything, what we should say, irresponsible. It's because of certain commitments or certain forces of the environment, or it can be because of domestic compulsions. So that doesn't mean that you should stop and that is the end of your career. No. Life is like a pathless road. Don't think like that. So, AVTAR career creators, wonderful work they are doing. Miracle woman, it is the title given to her is the miracle woman for women, the champion of retraining women. That's it. The miracle women for the cause of the miracle worker, so not the woman, the miracle worker for women, and the champion of returning women. That's how she is now. So I would say that I don't want to make any judgments, but when we compare the so-called leaders of the feminist movement, if not, I don't say if not, she is greater than, I would say, greater than most of these women. Because what do they do is they are writing, some of them are intoxicated with essentialism and things like that. We don't want to enter into all these things because already we have done all these things, like essentialism and so on. So I would say that this is a very important study, a very important area where Indian women and men should work for gender inclusion and for putting a stop once and for all this crime against women. And whatever good works Dr. Saundarya Rajesh has done, we should definitely acknowledge that, and also we must give a big hand to her. I hope that you have been following this. You get the full story if you want to. I think I have covered all the main points, but if you would still want first-hand information about this, you please get hold of, in your library you will have the Hindu, along with that you will have the Edge also, read it. It is here. So this is the, you can see the author here. Here. You want to see? See this. Can you see this? Now you can see it nearer now. Here. So the author here, and the miracle worker. You can see the miracle worker for women and the champion of returning women here. Here you can see a group of boys coming out after the training program. They're shouting and enjoying and dancing and coming out. Let's say that in all schools you will find such kind of scenes after the training program. So hoping that things will be done like this, things will happen like this. There will be better gender inclusion, and there will be better. There won't anymore be any crimes that are committed against women. On this optimistic note, we will, for the time being, say goodbye. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life.